looks like my cupboards have vomited, doesn't it? Hey guys, Sherelle here. I thought I'd try something different. So I've been speaking to a few people on Instagram, asking a few people's opinions on what they would like to see on the YouTube channel. And quite a few people got back to me and said that they wanted to see what my actual life is like, what I do during the week. When I had received these answers, it was actually in time for a very busy week of mine. I was doing 4 days of stalls. For 7 days, I filmed myself and my activities, well, what I could. I didn't really know what I was doing, but I've edited it and put it all together now for your viewing. I also included the rough patches. I wanted it to be authentic. I didn't want it to be, you know, I'm happy, snappy all the time, or everything goes my way all the time, because it definitely does not. So I included those bits and I hope that you enjoy watching it. Please do comment below and let me know what you think when you reach the end. I'm right at the beginning of my YouTube journey, so I'm just testing things out. I'm just seeing what works, what doesn't work, and mostly what I enjoy doing. I've been a full-time entrepreneur for coming up to a year now next month. So everything's still sort of quite new, and especially right now as I've moved into a new place, my routine is a bit here and there. So the week that I actually filmed started on a Wednesday, and because I knew that the following days were going to be hectic and physically draining, my weekend was actually on the Monday and the Tuesday. And that's what my life is like. I make sure that I take Mondays off for sure, because Mondays are a day that I absolutely used to dread. And now they are a day that I look forward to, because I know that I relax, I'm easy on myself, I get up late, and if I want to work, I work. And because I enjoy my work, rambling. Enjoy, guys! After getting out the shower and saying my affirmations, I make the bed. I don't leave the house without making the bed. I had such bad cramps that morning. A 20-minute nap usually sorts this out though. I washed and conditioned my hair the night before, and then I slept with a bonnet, so I didn't have much to do in the morning. All I had to do was spritz and moisturise. I don't usually do this, but I decided to practice setup the night before because I had some new products. I also started packing some orders from the online shop, as I knew I wouldn't have much time in the morning. I always have to leave time to pack the car, as this usually takes about 3 to 4 trips back into the house and then back to the car again, and then again, and again. I'm always so impressed with myself at the end though. Quick drive to the post office. Father's Day is coming up, so I had quite a few orders that needed to be sent off. Then I made my way to northwest London, which is where my parents live, and I store quite a lot of stock at their house, so I had to pick that up for the show. Seeing as this was quite a big event, I asked my dad for help to set up. He was more than happy to do this, as we love spending time together. So we were on the road and good to go. Or so we thought. My car broke down and I had to call the AA out and transfer all my stuff into an Uber. I'm not gonna lie guys, this was super stressful to me as the venue was about to close soon. I still had to prep for tomorrow, and now I had no car to get home or to the stalls for the next 4 days. But I thought, let me sit back and take in the scenery, as it's not very often that I get driven around. Finally got there and unloaded the Uber successfully. I made it. Let's get back to work. Did not imagine myself getting on a bus today, so this was a big change for me. If I didn't laugh, I would literally be crying at the bus stop about the amount of things I still had to do. In all my frustration and finding out just how much I'd have to pay for this, I noticed some roses in my neighbour's front yard, so I'm grateful they brought me some peace in that moment. Daddy, no. Hi guys, it is the morning. It's the Jubilee. Oh, look at that. They got something going on there. What's the time? It's 7:45. We've got the rest of the stock in the car there. My dad has kindly come to pick me up as my car broke down yesterday. We are on the way to the Business Design Centre in Islington. Hopefully today will be fantastic. I'm sure it will be anyway, no matter what. So on the way there now, and I will let you know when I get there. My hair is a bit wet still, so later on it should be a bit bigger. I've got my Afro comb as well to give it a bit more volume, just in case anyone cared. Okay, see you later guys. Bye. Daddy. Bye. Day one was an absolute success. The Afro Hair and Beauty show was so busy. We kept stock there overnight, so I got the train home and treated myself to some meatless meatballs from Leon. I was so happy with myself, I actually went to Aldi and got some extra goodies for the night ahead. My cousin Georgie came to help out on the last day of the show, then my mum and dad came to help me pack down and prep for the next day. There was still so much to do at this point, so I was so grateful for them. The next location was Brixton, South London, at the Black Culture Market. I love this market as the venue is so cool and modern, and I get to catch up with the other fantastic black-owned businesses. This is what my table setup looks like. Behind the display is usually some Caribbean food from another stall, a drink, and some purchases from other businesses. It's basically a mess. And surprise, my mum and dad came. Just on our way back to the car now. My mum and dad came, so they're kindly going to give me a lift home now as well. It was a successful day, and I am very happy with it. It was nice to meet a lot of my customers as well. So yeah, I'm very tired now, so I'm gonna go home and sleep. On my way back to Brixton with some more stock, feeling knackered at this point, but the show must go on. Look how perfectly I did that. Right, I've just got in. Look at my place. This is where I need to work, and this is where I need to pack. 45 orders tomorrow, so as tired as I am, I think I'm going to tidy up, because the last thing I want to do is wake up to a mess. But I still have to take the stuff from downstairs upstairs, so let's see how I feel when I get back up the stairs, should I say. It's going to take me about 4 lifts, but I'm happy because today went well, and I got to meet so many customers and so many more customers that said they are going to continue shopping with me. So that is very, very nice. I don't know where I'm looking. It looks like my cupboards have vomited, doesn't it? And don't watch my fireplace. That is something that I'm going to do up. I'm just doing a few samples there. But yeah. Did I tidy up last night? No, I did not. So I had this ahead of me today. I need to start packing those orders that I was speaking about, and I have just ordered some milk because I don't have my car. I couldn't be bothered to get dressed. I'm still tired, so I have ordered some milk from Deliveroo. They just delivered it now, so I got like some other bits as well to make it worth the order. And I'm just gonna start tidying up all this stuff now. And I bought these the other day from Aldi, and can I just say how happy I am that I did buy them, because it's something nice to wake up to, and they're blossoming and they're just looking so beautiful. So thanks for that, Sherelle. I listened to my affirmations as I tidied up and had this spirit candle burning. Given to me by my friend Nadine, there was definitely a peaceful vibe going on. It was also time for me to sage, so I had a little saging session. I rarely work on Mondays, but these orders had to go out today as the post office had been closed since last Wednesday. As this was supposed to be my weekend, as soon as I posted them, I went right back to bed. I deep conditioned my hair in the morning and wanted to do a natural skincare routine, which for me just means rubbing my aloe plant all over my face and body. What is this about? I don't know, man. When I haven't had enough sleep or I'm feeling stressed, I sometimes get these random red rashes, which are calmed down by aloe. I sometimes get these across my chest as well, and that's what happened here. So here's me rubbing some aloe. After changing my bed sheets, I moisturised my hair. I honestly feel like I spend half my life doing this. So to make it less boring, I always stick on a good book from Audible or a funny TV show. I do love a jam toastie with a cuppa, and I'm a little bit embarrassed to say that I checked my emails on my day off, but they were urgent. And I forgot to turn off the next day delivery option on the website, so I had to pack some orders to be dispatched that day. I ended up doing about 3 washes that day, so I didn't have the space or energy to hang them all out, so I went to the laundry to get them all dried. So I'm on the way back home now. I'm going to get ready to meet up with Nadine and have a nice drink and some dinner. I realise it's actually very early for me to start getting ready. So I am going to make a smoothie. Really, really nice weather outside, and I haven't made a smoothie in a long time, about 4 days. Let's make some smoothie. I have frozen loads of fruit. I don't even know if this spinach is good anymore. Ooh. And because I am totally extras, I'm going to put some honey in. Wow. I need to be doing that every single day. Nadine said to me that if I wear lashes, she will sling on her kitten heels. So I'm better keep my half of the promise. I really need to get my eyebrows threaded. Like, this is beyond the joke. I don't know, it just haven't really good. Yeah, what I'm doing is quite gross. That's just what I've been doing. That's how I do my makeup, guys. Sauce. It's all trial and error at this point. I'm only going to the pub, do you know what I mean? Okay, the other one's drying. See, I just forget what I'm doing, you know? Okay. When I was doing the powder, sometimes the powder goes on like my baby hairs, and then I don't like when you can see like someone's makeup on their headline. I'm just gonna smooth that out a bit. There's probably something you can do to avoid this, but I don't know what that is. So if someone could tell me, that would be great. And I have to do this. Thanks so much for watching. That is the end of my week. It ended on an absolute high. Comment below, let me know what you think. I'm super interested. Thanks guys, bye.